Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name's Laura and today we're doing a quick pick a card tarot and oracle reading. And this time we are asking the question, what unique things about you are people drawn in towards? What do people really like? What is your light that just magnetizes people towards you? And also on that same note, because you're drawing people in, what types of people do you attract that you need to be aware of? Okay. So once you have set your intentions for this reading, take a look at all three groups on screen and select whichever group you feel most drawn to. We have group number 1 with the Dalmatian Jasper, group number 2 with the Cherry Quartz, and group number 3 with this blue stone that I don't know the name of. Somebody told me the name of it and I totally forgot. Okay, whichever group you feel most drawn to, that is your reading. And while I have you here, I just want to let you guys know that I am still offering my free tarot guide ebook. So go download that link down below. It's completely free. Getting it will sign you up for my email marketing, but that's cool because I'll send you free resources through that. Like free downloadables and things that I create, and also discounts if you ever want a reading or coaching from me or a course or things like that. But anyways, I wrote this whole ebook. It gives you all of the tarot card meanings upright, in reverse, and in different types of readings such as love, career, finances, etc. And each card also comes with practical advice on like what to practically do in your life if that card comes out in your reading. Okay, so it's completely free. Download it to your phone, computer, tablet, whatever. Okay, link down below. If you're still selecting your group, pause now. Otherwise, let's begin. Hello, group number 1, and welcome. Let's see why people are drawn in towards you. What is it about you that will attract love, clients, customers, friends, just general success and popularity? What is your secret sauce? Okay, we have perfectionism coming through. You guys, I can already tell. You guys, there's something about the work that you've done on yourself as a person where it's like you come across as somebody who really has their life together. Okay, like maybe you meal prep, maybe you like work out regularly, maybe you have a really like level-headed mindset. You know, even if you feel like a hot mess, this is how other people perceive you. You know, I think you underestimate how high functioning you are as a person. This says permission to make mistakes is so freeing. It's the root of creativity and change. Allow me, divine, to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from the prison of perfectionism. I want to say that the reason why you may be so high functioning, it may actually be rooted in some more negative things. So for example, like having really high anxiety, or like if you grew up with siblings that were very competitive, or like if you were bullied or something by your own mother or father, something like that can really turn you into somebody who's a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to your own ability to function highly in life. You know what I mean? So it's like you may have developed quite a bit of discipline and just like really wanting to be your best version because, I don't know, maybe you grew up in a highly competitive environment, but it doesn't really matter why you got to where you're at. People are drawn in towards you because you really seem to have your life together. We have ambition. Exactly. See, this is what I'm saying. You're always pushing yourself. You're always chasing the next big thing. Some of you guys, like, you may have big goals around career. I'm seeing like business people, professionals, business owners, people like that, or like even just like bodybuilders. There's something here about you having a lot of ambition. And because of how ambitious you are, like I said, you may have already accomplished so much in life for yourself, or like really strive for perfection. It says, may I offer all my deepest longings to love itself and invite a divine plan beyond the mind's imagining. Please use me for the highest good. I'll give you an example of the opposite of this energy that you radiate. So the opposite of you would be somebody who, like, let's just say they work some sort of average Joe Schmo job. Like, let's just say they're a cashier. Okay, and they pay their bills. Maybe they just, smoke weed and, play video games. They just coast by in life, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I actually have a few friends like that, and it's beautiful. They don't have ambition, but that's okay. Like, they enjoy having a low maintenance lifestyle. They enjoy relaxing and being entertained. That's like the polar opposite of you if you selected group number 1 and this reading resonates with you, okay? Like, you are somebody who constantly wants to become your best version, constantly challenges yourself, and as a result, like I said, like, you have done some miraculous things in life. A lot of people look up to you and they're like, how the heck does group number 1 do it all? We have patience. And look, we even have the bee here. Busy little bee. You know, it says, if you've tried forever to shift a problem, there's probably something to learn from embracing it. May I let this be for now. Help me relax and trust every need will be met. Often change soon follow. See, this is what I'm saying, guys. Group number 1, it's like, not only do you strive and you're ambitious for like short-term goals and getting things done very quickly, but also there's something about long-term goals and stamina that you possess. Some of you guys might be going to grad school. Like, you may have been in school for so long due to your own ambitions. Others of you, you know, you may have had a long-held dream that's been taking years and years and years to develop, and people actually really admire you and are drawn in towards you due to your ability to never give up on your own goals, dreams, and ambitions. Like, your patience seems to be quite endless when it comes to your dreams. And I think like 95% of people probably would have given up if they were in your position by now, but you never gave up. And that's what's inspiring to other people. And you give people permission to trust themselves, trust their dreams, and trust the timing. You know, it might not be something that happens overnight, but you keep pushing and you keep going. I feel like a lot of you guys, even if this isn't a career, this could be your own physical journey. You know, getting healthy, getting fit, for example, it takes years, okay? Like, it literally takes years. It's a whole journey with no final destination. And it's like, you can't go into it and get the results if you're going to be impatient, because you'll just give up if you're impatient. You know what I mean? So it's like, there's something about you that like really inspires people, and they're drawn into these beautiful qualities about you. Now let's get some tarot and see what wants to come out. We have the Sun in reverse. Yeah, it's like this complete faith and trust in yourself that your goals will pan out. We have the Messenger of Fire in reverse. Oh my God, you guys may have a very like ADHD sort of personality, like passionate, fast speaking, constantly focusing on this and that. Even in the midst of your long-term goals, you may start other mini like random side quests in life. Like, you're very spontaneous, and I feel like that spontaneous energy bleeds through. And like, you're the type of person to randomly call up a friend and be like, you want to go climb a mountain? Like, I know we've never climbed a mountain before, but let's do it, you know? Like, so random. We have the Eight of Earth in reverse. We have the Ace of Air in reverse. I also feel like you're the type of person where it's like, you may fall off the face of the earth for a while, not talking to people, and then you come back and you're like, so anyways, here's this ridiculous story about everything I've been up to. You know, you're very interesting. People want to keep up with you. We have the Four of Fire in reverse. Justice in reverse. Okay. A lot of you guys, I'm wondering if you either recently or in life have gone through some massive injustice. Like, life did not hand you easy energies, okay? There's something here about you that's like, you really had to overcome some massive either betrayals, trauma, or like lack of privilege. And so it's like, people admire your work ethic and your ability to not give up, to keep your heart open, and to keep pushing forward, whereas almost everyone else in your position would have broken by now. I feel like a lot of people would be dead if they were in your shoes. Yeah, like, your personality, it's actually kind of crazy tapping into your energy, guys, because it's like, there's this energy of like, the odds were stacked against you. You should have been dead or in jail by now. But nevertheless, you succeed. And then we have Empress in reverse. Wow. I do gotta say, there's something about your energy that may also cause some jealousy, or like, you have to beware of people coming into your life as distractions. I feel like you'll have to be on the lookout of jealous people. I think it'll be in your best interest not to date or be close friends with jealous people generally, like insecure people generally. Because the problem is when you're a very high functioning person and it's like you have a high work ethic, you know, you show up and you're disciplined, people who operate out of insecurity and jealousy, they're the same type of people who are just going to be like, oh, well, you had it easy. Like, oh, you're so lucky. One thing I can't stand, you know, I had to hear this from somebody growing up in particular. It's so funny now. There was this girl growing up who was like a mutual friend. I never liked her because she was flat out racist. Okay. I did not like that. But anyways, in the interactions I was forced to have with her, she would always be like, you're so lucky because you're so skinny. Like, you're so skinny. It must be great to have great genes. And it's like, first off, if you met my family, it ain't the genes. Okay. Like, I literally work out so much and I eat healthy. And it's like so annoying when people say things like that. Like, oh, must be easy, must be good for you to be so in shape, must be good for you to have all that money or whatever. And it's like, dude, I worked my butt off to get this. Like, it's just so annoying. And the same thing, like growing up, I was very good at art and people would always be like, oh, it must be nice having that natural talent and ability. It's like, it's not natural. Like, it's called practice, discipline, focus. Anyways, the funny thing about that person in particular is that in adulthood, you know, just seeing them and hearing about them through the grapevine, they actually ended up being such a gym rat and like having like the karmic balances, or the karmic scale had to balance out with them. And then they learned like, oh no, this hard work goes into this, you know, which I found so funny. Anyways, and you know what? I have that story with a lot of people in my life. There was another very close friend of mine who, when I first started my business, I was not making a lot of money, and they fried me down so hard. Like, they were just mean. They were literally like, when are you going to quit and get a real job? You know, because I was trying to start my own online business. And that hit me so deep that I stopped being that person's friend after years and years and years of being friends, because they like literally did not support my dreams. And the funny thing is, again, that person ended up trying to become an online retailer. Like, they literally started their own online business. It's like, that's funny because you were telling me to get a real job when I was doing that, but now you're trying to do it. And you know what? Funny thing, they failed. They are not successful at it. They have to have a day job. But I digress. The reason why I'm sharing these stories is because you may attract people who want to achieve the things that you have achieved for yourself. Okay, you're high functioning, you achieve a lot, you have achieved a lot, and it all came from your own hard work, your own work ethic. People don't see how much work goes behind what you do. People don't see the environment that you had to be raised in to have this self-pressure to perform. You know what I mean? And it's like, you are going to attract people in this lifetime who really are inspired by you and they want the same things as you. You know, they want to learn from you. You're going to attract a lot of mentors, or not mentors, the opposite of that, students, pupils almost. And that's fine. You know, it's fine to have friends like that. It's fine to have people around you who want to learn from you. But what you have to watch out for is make sure that you are not attracting the jealous types, because these are the people. And it's always funny, you know, they're going to criticize the parts of you that they themselves want, which is the funniest thing to me. So that is my warning to you. But that is what draws people in towards you. You know, they see all that you've accomplished, the ambition, the patience, the work ethic, the things you've done for yourself. And they want that for themselves. They want to be around you to learn from you, you know. You're going to have to pay attention to anybody who tries discounting the hard work that it takes to be who you are, you know, remove those people from your life. And yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Definitely like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you've not already. Download my free tarot guide ebook if you have not already. It'll give you insight into all of the card meanings, upright, in reverse, and in different types of readings. Thank you guys. Bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome. Let's see why people are drawn in towards you, what types of people are drawn in towards you, what you need to look out for in people who are drawn towards you. Okay, I guess these cards want to come out. We have striving as your first card. It says, eventually the individual ego's drive to make things happen falls away, replaced with a relaxed, trusting openness to answers as they arise. Thank you, Divine, for letting me move with the flow. We have divine timing. Okay, I can already tell right off the bat, you guys are very easygoing people, very go with the flow. You feel very chill, very calm. Okay, oh my God, I'm already getting insights into your past. I'll give you an example of this, okay? Like, let's just say in high school, for example, maybe you were the type of person who got good grades and like very naturally, you didn't even have to study, you just got good grades and, maybe you like smoked weed or like partied or like played a lot of video games or whatever, just like had a social life, right? That may have pissed off certain individuals who had to study 10 times harder. And it's like, it just came natural to you. You're just go with the flow, you make life easier. You don't overcomplicate things. And I feel like your temperament is very chill. A lot of you guys may meditate, maybe into Buddhism, very Zen, or maybe it's just naturally who you are. It's like, you don't want to worry about things that you don't need to worry about. And it's like, life can be so easy when we don't overcomplicate things. This is a knowledge that is very inherent to who you are. You're a very chill persona. And it's like, you're the opposite of high strung. You stay very calm in so many situations where other people may freak out. And so right off the bat, I can tell people are drawn into that about you because you just relax people naturally. People feel very comfortable around you. And you may get that compliment all the time. Like, I just feel so comfortable around you. I feel like I can open up to you. I feel like I can say anything because you give off a very safe energy. You give off this energy of like just chill vibes, and people may even get sleepy around you because it's like you really relax people's nervous systems. The divine brings things in the timing that we need. Nothing comes before we're prepared, nor leaves too early. May I always trust your perfect and holy timing, dear Lord. Yes. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, that what is meant for you will find you. You don't chase, you don't force things. Oh my God, it must be nice to be you, group number 2. Man, I could really myself benefit from your energy sometimes. It's like you have the opposite of control issues. You're just chill, you're cool, and you just trust that like things are gonna work out. And so many people in today's day and age like are going to be so drawn into you for that reason, but you may also trigger really high-strung people, okay? We have empowerment coming through as well, and this says, when you ask the divine to take over, you get pulled into your own authentic power. It's a force of inner love that wants your wholeness and magnificence. Unfold my true and radiant self, dear Lord. Yes. Yeah, I feel like you're confident, and it's like life just feels easy for you. Group number 2, even if it's not, like, even if you have your struggles like everyone else, it's like there's something here about your energy that it's like you choose to carry the vibration of ease. You choose to just relax into the plan, relax into just peace, truly. I think you came onto this planet to promote peace, to promote ease, entertainment even, like, man, why are we stressing? Why are you stressed out? Chill. Let's just watch TV. Let's have fun. Let's go for a swim. There's no need to be so freaked out about everything, man. Group number 2, the world needs more people like you. For sure. Like, I wish there was like so many more people who can just chill the heck out. There's no need to fight. There's no need to raise your voice. There's no need to get so up in arms. We have the 6 of Earth coming out. We have the 2 of Water in reverse. You guys are peacemakers, diplomats, Empress uprights. Yeah, you're tapped into Mother Earth. You are tapped into the flow of abundance. Things come very easy for you, effortless because of the energy you possess, strength. And on top of that, you're extremely emotionally intelligent. It's like you are willing to put in the hard work, and it's like you just know that that's what you got to do. You don't complain about it. You're like the opposite of victim mentality. You're like, okay, this is what needs to be done. Let's just get it done. Why are we freaking out about it? Why are we making a big deal about it? 5 of Water in reverse, always looking on the bright side, always the optimist. You guys give off what I call sunshine energy, which is really rare. Okay, you're lighthouse people. You are these beacons of light for other people, and I think naturally you draw in everyone. literally everyone wants to be around your energy. A lot of you guys may be like the social glue at gatherings, effortlessly the center of attention, even when you're not trying to be. Okay, and it's not even like you're the one in the middle of the room dancing. I mean, maybe you are sometimes, but it's like, it's your energy. And people may even say this about you, like, I don't know why, like, I just feel so chill around you. Like, you just give off this vibe of like wisdom or like chillness or peace, you know? Your energy, it's palpable, it's tangible, and people want to be around it. They gravitate towards you. Animals, babies may gravitate towards you. People gravitate towards you because it's like you don't carry around heaviness with you like a lot of people do, like heavy baggage from the past. It's like, no, you learn your lesson. This is going to be random. If any of you are into astrology, I feel like you may have a lot of congenial astrological placements, like a lot of good placements, you know, that aren't gonna show you a super difficult life. And that's the thing about life. Life is always balanced. You know, the people who have difficult placements, people who have big challenges in life, you know, yeah, that sucks, but it always balances itself out, because those people always tend to end up being like really big catalysts of change, or like big personalities or something like that. So it all balances itself out. With you specifically, you just radiate consistent peace. A lot of you guys watching, I'm not saying this is, you know, you're actually, you know, I'm not even gonna say that. I was gonna say a lot of you guys may have grown up in like a good, healthy environment, but I don't think anybody can, like, I feel like most people won't agree with that, because everybody has their childhood traumas, you know what I mean? So I wasn't even gonna say that, but like generally speaking, like I feel like even the difficulties that you faced in life, you had really good role models and influences around you. And it's like, even if those role models, those influences were not around you, you actively sought them out on purpose. Some of you guys may have even studied philosophy, or just like, I don't know how you got to where you're at in terms of your vibe, but it's a good one. Okay. I'm picking up like surfer energy. Very mellow, very optimistic, just radiant, positive. That's what it feels like. I am wondering if any of you guys are surfers, skateboarders, BMX, anything like that, rollerblade. We have patience in reverse. Yeah, that's the thing. Some people that you attract may be triggered by your chillness. And like I said, these are usually going to be like high-strung people, Karens. You may notice that a lot of Karens, for some reason, pick on you. And it's because you have the medicine that their soul needs. You know, really high-strung, entitled people who thinks that everybody should suffer. Those are the people who are going to be the most triggered by you. And you may wonder, like, am I like a magnet for these types of people? Yes, you literally are, because you have the medicine their soul needs. The fact that you don't get triggered by them triggers what they need to heal within them even more. Okay, so thank you guys for joining me. Definitely watch or like this video, comment how it resonated down below, subscribe if you've not already. And if you did not download my free tarot guide ebook, download that now. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 3, and welcome. Let's see what it is about you that draws people in like a magnet. What is your glow? Why do people just find you irresistible? And also, what types of people are drawn in towards you that you need to be aware of? Okay, first card out, you have self-acceptance. There's something about your energy that is very self-loving. You probably have good boundaries, and you encourage people not to accept less than they deserve. You know, you're very self-empowered. This says, nothing is more exhausting than endlessly working on yourself. When you offer your whole being fully to love, self-acceptance arises spontaneously. May I rest in our oneness, dear divine. See this, yes, I can already tell you're a very likable person, because it's like, you know your flaws, and you may even joke about them. Like, you're not trying to present yourself as this perfect person. It's like, you know what, I'm going to treat myself. Like, I don't eat healthy all the time. I'm not perfect. I got gas, like whatever, you know? And it's like, you just accept yourself for your humanness. And that is an extraordinarily likable trait, because nobody's perfect. And everybody wants to feel accepted, wants to feel good for who they are. And it's like when you have somebody who just blatantly loves themselves and accepts themselves as is, and has integrated their shadow, man, it's such a likable quality. I just, more so than most people, you are likable, okay? And charismatic. We have body yada 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 yada. See, here's the thing. There's something about your body, or the way that you dress yourself, the way that you present yourself, that you really encourage people to embrace themselves for who they are. Like, this is who I am, and I am proud of it, I think of like Lizzo as an example of this. She's like, yes, I am overweight. What are you going to do about it? I'm also fabulous. I'm also beautiful. I'm also sexy. I'm not going to try to fit into these societal standards for whoever. You know what I mean? It's like, there's something about you, and maybe it's the way you dress. You're like unapologetic. If you're like covered in tattoos, for example, that triggers some people, and it's like, this is who I am. Don't treat me differently. And it's like, there's something about like your appearance combined with you just radiating so much love towards other people, and you encouraging other people to accept themselves as is. You're just extraordinarily likable, and people feel really comfortable around you. And it's like, you actually encourage people to dress the way they want to dress, be the person they want to be, and take the mask off. You are fully your unmasked self in all situations. And man, a lot of you guys may have what it takes to be literally famous. I feel like some people watching may be comedians, musicians, actors, actresses. There's something about that, because it's like when you fully are unmasked and just yourself, loud and proud, yeah, you're gonna be a weirdo. Like, you're not gonna be like anybody else, but that is your superpower. That is what draws people in towards you. The fact that there is nobody else like you. That's what a lot of people don't understand. It's like, if you want people to if you want to be memorable, be yourself. Okay, fully and proudly. Empowerment, exactly. This says, when you ask the divine to take over, you get pulled into your own authentic power. It's a force of inner love that wants your wholeness and magnificence. Unfold my true and radiant self, dear Lord. You guys are like, just radiate confidence and self-acceptance. You accept other people as is. You like love everybody, completely non-judgmental. Doesn't matter what somebody's gender, race, whatever, where they're from, what language they speak, does not matter. Neurotypical, neurodiverse, it does not matter. You love everybody, and you accept everybody as is. And it's like, you're very accepting of yourself as well. I don't know how to describe it. It's just, you really do give off this vibe, this energy of like non-judgmentalness, unconditional love. And a lot of people have never experienced unconditional love like that. So you have many people drawn in towards you. A lot of you guys may have a life path in the public eye, is what I'm seeing. Okay. Absolutely. Like, embracing yourself as is, self-love. Like, let's not be insecure. I'm going to be myself authentically. Yeah. This star. See, this is a card of being seen publicly. This is what I'm saying. A lot of you guys are destined to have an audience, a crowd, or even like a big social network. Like, you are the glue. You are the funny one. A lot of you guys, I don't know why I keep being drawn back to sense of humor and just deep charisma that comes. It stems from self-acceptance. It stems from not trying to hide who you are. Saying what's on your mind, saying how you feel. Okay, the star, you have a star-like quality about you. I don't know how to put it. People are just naturally drawn in towards you. And physically attractive as well. 8 of Earth upright. In addition to just this natural attraction that people have towards you and a winning personality, you may have an actual skill that you've developed over the course of years through discipline. That people may know you for, or be interested in you for this particular skill that you may be masterful in. Like, for example, like, you may be a really great musician. People want to be around you. They want to hear your music. They want to, that's just cool. Generally, they want to go to your concerts. We have the Page of Water upright. There's also something like a childlike exuberance about you. Like, very cute. People think you're very cute. Like, oh, look at group number 3. I love them. Very innocent. I think you have good intentions, good morals. a good heart, 4 of fire, upright, 4 of wands. You're always invited to the parties, guys. You're always invited to the community event. There's a lot of people in this world who want to be your friend. Do you know that about yourself? Like, everybody wants you to show up to the party. It does not feel the same without you. You are the party. For whatever reason that is, whatever you bring to the table, it's like you are the party. It's not the same without you. We have the High Priestess in reverse. And we have the Hierophant upright. Okay, let's see. That's an interesting combination. So the Hierophant talks about having a guide in life, a teacher, a therapist, a life coach, somebody who you follow, you know, who teaches. I am wondering if any of you guys, I don't know why, I'm feeling like a lot of you guys are masters at a skill, and you may even teach that to other people. Like, let's just say you're a master at playing the cello, and it's like you're a cello teacher. Right? People love to invite you to the party and it's like, play for us, or just say your jokes because you're also funny. You're just an interesting person. But with the High Priestess in reverse, that's a card about being a little bit out of touch with your intuition, or maybe ignoring your intuition a bit more than you should. Okay, so one thing I'm seeing here, guys, that you're going to have to pay attention to when it comes to the people that are drawn towards you. I just feel like a lot of people in general are drawn in towards you. Beware of people who try to treat you like a token. Does that make sense? Beware of people who try to, you know, make you their trophy girlfriend or trophy boyfriend, you know, their arm candy, without actually loving your heart and soul. Be careful of friends who you just kind of get the vibe, the feeling that like they only invite you to things because, almost like you're the circus monkey or something. Your ability to make people laugh, or your good cooking, or whatever, like that's the only reason you're invited. If you get the vibe that they don't actually care about you, I think those are the types of people that you're gonna have to watch out for. I think generally speaking, most of the people drawn in towards you aren't like that, but you're still gonna have to be on the lookout of people who, you know, try to make you a token, especially if you're a successful person who's seen by the public. Okay. You're gonna have to pay attention to people who only want to be around you to sort of ride off your coattails. That's what I want to say there. There's something natural about your energy. It's giving Jupiter, if you're into astrology, which is a very optimistic, expansive planet. It's just lucky. You're just a lucky, sunny, expansive person who radiates this individuality, sense of humor, warmth. You're very warm and charismatic. But you're also very masterful and disciplined at particular things in life that people are drawn in towards you for. You're the life of the party, you're innocent, you're sweet, you have a good heart. There's so many reasons why people are drawn in towards you. You may have gotten into trouble in the past by not listening to your intuition when it told you about certain people. You know what you remind me of? You kind of remind me, a good example of somebody who has similar energy to you is Elton John. Okay, very radiant, known for the thing that he's specifically masterful in, which is music. Okay, but also known for like a winning personality, and like, I mean, just look at him, look at his outfits, his costumes, you know, just very authentic, self-acceptance, empowerment, just really like, this is who I am. And yes, it's different, but that's my power. That is you, okay? However, if you look deeply into his story, he was taken advantage of by managers, by people who wanted some of that money, you know? Elvis is another example of this, although not a fan of you know, things there. But that's another example, like very uniquely and authentically himself, masterful at singing, and really like pushed the limits of self-acceptance and not conforming to what society deemed was right or wrong at the time. But again, taken advantage of for the success that he had. Taken his finances, were disgustingly taken advantage of. These are examples, okay, of things that you're gonna have to watch out for in your own life. But if you look at both of those people, generally speaking, beloved by so many more people, like the people who loved really heavily outnumbered the people who took advantage of, okay? So, don't get pessimistic about that. Just be aware and listen to your intuition. Keep your eyes peeled and open, read the signs, because I really do feel, group number 3, that a lot of you guys are here to be the center of attention and to take up a lot of space and to have some sort of very poppin' social life or success, public success. Okay, thank you for joining me. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. And also download my free tarot guide ebook if you have not already. Completely free. Download it to your phone, tablet, computer, whatever. It is a complete guide to each tarot card, upright, reverse meanings, and what it means if you get it in different readings. Okay, thank you guys. Bye.